Time's a charm. All right, so we're gonna fire up the stream, and if it doesn't work, I'll basically lose my mind. There we go. Cool. All right. Well, this is all firing up. So I'm gonna talk about scheduling online. It's becoming more prevalent, and it's probably time for people just to kind of get an understanding of what works best in the business on when to schedule online, when you would prefer contact forms, and when you prefer a phone call. So scheduling online, if you don't know anything about it, there's multiple sources out there you can do. You can use like a CRM, like You're Able or VisX. You can even use just a very basic version of like Stripe and Square. So like I'm on Mirror Image, click book now, and then he's got like this You're Able virtual shop. I've seen variations of even just simple versions of just Stripe and Square or all sorts of scheduling online. But here's kind of the mantra. This is what I want people to more or less understand about scheduling online is that it's great in perfect use scenarios. And what I mean by that is, and I'll show an example here, is where we like to put schedule online is typically in 4 common places. We really like it to be on the homepage right out of the gate. So I'll zoom in on this so you can kind of see it. But we'd like to have it right up front on the homepage. If you have a virtual shop, if you have VisX or CRM or Stripe or Square, if you have an ability to book online, we like it on the homepage. We like it on buttons on the menus for mobile and desktop. And then we really like it on a couple times on the contact page. This way it's telling customers, hey, if you want to schedule online, you want to just skip everything and you want to schedule today, here's the opportunity. We say it numerous times. In fact, if you look at this screenshot of Mirror Image, he's got it on 1, 2, 3, and then 4 spots just in this one spot. So he's really pushing schedule online. Here's where most people kind of screw up with schedule online, and I've kind of seen it go really far. And here's where the screw ups typically happen. Most consumers want to still talk to you, have a phone call, a quote, it's good to just get their information. If you're any type of salesman where you don't want to have schedule online, we really don't like it on higher end services like paint protection film or ceramic coating, somewhere that someone's going to spend a few $1,000s with you. Really starts to blend the line of where someone's not comfortable spending that if they don't know you, right? When's the last time you spent $5,000 and you didn't at least talk to somebody? It doesn't happen that often. And I kind of want people to think about it because I see a lot of people, I'm just being honest. This is what happens a lot is that they start up a site and they want us to change all the contact options to schedule online. And almost always, 9 times out of 10, people flip out at us like, hey, my business has slowed down. Or, I'm not getting any form submissions. Well, yeah, you changed everything to schedule online. And so what we prefer is what's called a blended call to action. Okay, this is your smartest way to build, whether you have a site with us for years or you don't even have a site or you have a site yesterday. And I'll show Andre Kilgore's site because I just talked to him this morning. He said, hey, I'm going to add You're Able virtual shop. And I said, great, here's where you should use it. I suggested on the homepage, let us build it in the menus, put it on the contact page. And if detailing is a pain for you and you want to kind of remove the process of talking to people, I suggest it on lower services like detailing or interior detailing and let people go through the process. Now, the problem is I always suggest you have to carry the good quality consumer behavior into whatever the destination is. So if we're going to schedule online, and I'm going in blind here. I don't know what John's virtual shop looks like, but John's virtual shop is very obvious and very clean of what he's offering. And he mirrored his website, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. I come into a lot of online shops and they did not do this. So kudos to John. Same thing for paint protection film. He's layered it all the way out. You have to carry that good quality schedule online. So we like the Tri-Blend. The Tri-Blend is, here's 3 ways to get a hold of us. Call us, get a quote, or book online. For high-end services, my standard operating procedure for my team is to do phone calls and then quotes. And then for detailing, we like to kind of push online if it's available. So that's my recommendation. So like, here's a new site we just launched. I haven't even seen this. I was out last week, and he's got the Tri-Blend, as we call it. And then we've got the variations, and same thing, get a quote, and book now, stuff like that. These different get a quote and book now things, the idea here is that a different call to action will trigger a different reaction from your consumer. So once again, if you're watching this and you're thinking about adding scheduling online, just to wrap it up, be consensual with it, be methodic with it. Homepage, contact page, and then lower end services is where we really like to see schedule online. So if somebody's been a previous customer of yours, scheduling online is an easy decision. They don't need a quote. They don't need a form. Probably don't even want to do a phone call. But if they're new to you, especially on high-end services, they will go through the quote. They will go through the form. They will call you. Do not be surprised by consumer behavior, because the reality is if you go into schedule online for every service, everything, all the time, you are taking the salesmanship out of it for sure. And you kind of become commodity. And once you become commodity, it's all about price point. It's like a haircut sometimes. You do a great service, and a lot of times you need to bring them to your shop and show them that and perform a service or quote. And I kind of want people to think about it. So we love schedule online, but we like it in use case scenario. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully somebody got some value out of that, and we'll go from there.